Hey.
Go ahead. There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
Not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power... armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
While you're at it, my car's making this weird grinding noise when I back it out of the driveway.
You're gonna have to take a number. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work. Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything. Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Be at work if you need it.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know. Something I can do for you, soldier? Are you feeling well, soldier? Hello?
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
I'm asking myself the same thing.
I don't recognize you. Which leads me to the conclusion that you're a new recruit. Specifically, the one that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
You have...
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, Knight. You have...
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games.
Quinlan?
Ah, Knight. You have tech...
Uh-huh.
Holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Fire! Ring.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
With your reconnoiter of the Institute complete, we finally have first-hand knowledge about this.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prigman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Let's get airborne.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Brotherhood moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
keep them in your sight. Primary target down. Look at this thing, please. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Brentwood for repair.
Hmm? Being in the open seems tactically irresponsible. Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial. Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
I hear something! Who's there? A noise? Gonna be a good one! What is it?
Got it.
remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
I hear something!
This area seems to be in disarray.
It says, what is it? Who's there? Someone there? Huh? What's that? Something there.
We may have a problem. Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Duty ship is logged.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Reactor at 100% efficiency. Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier.
Sounds like those raiders at the battalion are quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I think she's confused right now.
No matter. Given the proper motivation, I'm certain she can be persuaded to see things our way. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
spare, sister. We're here to see.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
He seems to feel it's pretty important.
Important is an understatement. We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. I hope it's worth it. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the target. Maxim and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project... comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand over highly sensitive data first.
I'd like to share the holotape with the Minutemen. I think they need it as badly as we do.
I'm not sure why you trust them with it, but it's up to you. After all, you're the one who got it in the first place. Here's the original. Already made myself a copy.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand it.
I'd like to share the
I'm not sure. Here's the original.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
hear about the battle between the Brotherhood and the Institute? The one at Bunker Hill?
Hey, Mo.
Diamond City's greatest baseball collector. Good to see you again. You looking to buy? Remember, swatters will win you...
Let's see what you got.
Baseball...
Got some great stuff, if you're in.
Let's see what you got.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supplies are just...
I've got a few minutes to browse.
a bit...
Prescriptions, Bill. High quality chems right here.
So it's true then.
Get a trip. You won't regret it.
Good people. Yo, great cars.
safely from the Institute system.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand over highly sensitive data first.
What's the difference? I assume...
Yeah, I guess you... Here's the original.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to...
I'd like to share the holotape.
I'm not... Here's the original.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
I can't believe she's gone. Haven't we suffered enough?
Can't believe you and Preston let Mama Murphy die like that. You should have stopped her.
Huh?
What is it?
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Hey. I hope you realize how much you did for us.
You're with the Minutemen, right?
They didn't tell me much. Fall tech. Just to make sure everyone's building out their farm. I was supposed to be the back.
Farming's as honest work gets. My back hurts, my feet hurt.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark it on your map.
Right?
Plenty of folks want to make life hard for people just trying to survive. I'm not willing to stand for that kind of shit.
Need something?
What's going on?
Need something?
What do you need?
Need something?
Let's get this show on the road.
What's going on?
So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Why do you think I want to chit-chat?
Our little sanctuary revival project.
Someday,
Takes my mind off
super
things.
mutants kill everything.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks funds.
What do you need?
Need something?
If someone needs help, we help them.
What's going on?
Someone needs hurting, we hurt him.
Want to smash something?
You're with the Minutemen, right?
What do you need?
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
So many humans, not many super mutants.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, if you need anything proofread.
I'll try to make
Nothing I hate
myself
more
useful.
than Raider
Show on the
scumbags.
road?
If you
No
run
one
into
wants
Amy,
to see
put a few
a
down
grown
for me.
man feeling sorry for himself. Huh.
Yeah?
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to... So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Need something?
You got what it takes to go far with us. I can tell.
What's
I
going
gave
on?
up
What do you
alcohol
need?
after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Dom and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data? I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand over highly sensitive data first.
Fine, fine. You got me. I'm an Institute spy, and we want our data back.
Cute. Real cute. Here's the original. Already made myself a copy.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute... data I gave you? I really need it back. Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand over highly sensitive data first.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram. Do you remember that holotape of Institute data I gave you? I really need it back.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help. I'd appreciate knowing why you want me to hand...
Proctor Ingram.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going...
No problem. I'm sure...
I wish because now the bad news, the first problem. I do all as much. Luckily, she was on. I've already. If you could get her down here to lend a. Our vertebrate should give us the...
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below.
Never expected Dr. Lee would return to the
Thoroughly
Brotherhood.
secure all gear while on the flight deck. Thank you.
History, are you? Are there documents you wanted to...
I found some technical...
And they're in wonderful condition as well. Excellent work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these. Check every building...
I've informed Captain Kells of your search for the missing.
Doctor.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one in there.
Proctor Ingram?
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Sure. Anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
What is it? What? Who's there?
Fucking kill!
What's that? What was that? Annoyed. I hear something. What? Scared already? Carrot stuff. Why, you stupid
Yes.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility.
Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. Hey, where are you going? We're almost done with Prime.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you'll understand that.
Ingram?
Get out there and find us those Mark 28 nukes.
Take cover!
Mission accomplished.
It's good to see you. Come back. You don't have all the equipment you need, Knight.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the cave.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Thinking on a death blow without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Perfect. Nice.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need of help from non-believers. When he returns to us, these relics will carry his word and his glory to all corners of the earth. That is why they must be safeguarded.
I want to spread his glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. This is the big one. They want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Sweet. Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in everyone's abilities here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
You think I'll need it for my next assignment?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Heard you gave me beauties at Fort.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully convenient. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something. Unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Getting a bit of a twitch on.
Any soldiers who have not yet received a field assignment from Proctor Tegan should speak to him at once. That is all.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I've been poring over Dance's duties.
Sure.
As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Halen?
Just following orders. Ma'am?
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Well, if it isn't the woman who revived me.
Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
What up?
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
Bitches has feeling for.
Alright, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth.
Not much. I'm just trying to get
and we're the only ones
platinum
that
this
about
game.
It. So
do the Brotherhood, then the Railroad.
That's where he's headed. Just
so I don't need to do the Minutemen, but then I'm gonna do the Institute.
There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now.
To finish it off with the Institute anyway. Because that's what I want to do. So basically I have all these save points and I'm just gonna reload them when I'm done with each faction and all that bullshit, so I don't know. And then I don't know why I went with the Institute. I think if I went with the Brotherhood like I am right now, I'd have more XP because there's a lot more missions, I think, or quests, but I don't know. I wanted to go with the Institute. Don't kill him. I was honestly gonna kill him, but because this playthrough doesn't really matter, but I don't know, I kinda didn't want to kill him when he said kill him, Maxon or whatever. Just because he did seem, I don't know, dude, he seemed like confused or some shit. Like Dance. Dance seemed like confused or some shit. Seemed like because he was like, yeah, a synth killed my friend a really long time ago, blah blah, that's why I'm out here to destroy synths, and he's a synth, and oh no.
Excuse me.
don't know. But and then yeah, all this XP I'm getting right now too doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go do the railroad after this and then see how that turns out. I'm gonna do the Minutemen I've already done, and then I'm gonna do the Institute. Because I don't even know how they're gonna do the holy shit, dude. God damn. I don't even know how they're gonna do the DLC, and I don't even think the DLC is coming out till like early March or really late February, like the last week of February or the first week of March or something like that. But I don't know how the DLC is gonna affect this, cause like in Fallout 3, some continued and like continued the main storyline, but with all these different options, I don't know. I don't know anymore. The elevators, and what can I use this to? I'm level 83 or something. Wait, let me. 83, almost, like about to be 84. On my main one, my Institute one, that I'm just waiting to do until I've done all these other factions. I'm a level, I think, I'm almost 92, I think. I'm 91 for sure. I think I'm almost 92. So like when I level up this and do all these faction things, I'm really just putting perks into like random things that I didn't get to experience before, just to see if they're any good or anything.
Going down.
Who the fuck is that? I didn't mean to do that. Who the hell is that? The fuck? Oh, there he is.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you.
Just hiding
I'm
out.
warning you. If you leave here without following your orders, I'll be forced to carry them out. Is that what you want?
Wait, meaning he'll kill himself, or he'll fucking report me that I didn't do what I was supposed to do? I don't even fucking understand.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
You should really get this game. Obviously, it's one of the best games, I think, of 2015. I really only started playing it, like, I got it early, around the 6th of November, and then I started playing it around, like, the 22nd of December. So, like, really getting into it. Like, I hadn't really gotten that much into it. I played, like a few story quests, and that's really it. A few Minutemen things. But I really started picking it up around, like, a few days before Christmas. On, like, the 22nd, and it's really good.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that
If I could fake his death, I could.
For Halen,
if I have like,
if
it means like having more charisma, then I could talk him into it. I could do that. I don't really care what I do, honestly, on this playthrough.
So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, he doesn't.
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
I'll try to fake his death. I don't even know if that's an option. I mean, if I pick you're human, you might be like, don't be ridiculous. And if I'm like, you're a machine, you'll be like, yeah, I know you are. So get done with it already.
Man. Say what you have to say.
So it's like, I'll try to fake his death. I'll try to do it. I'll try to talk him into get some dialogue
that you're showing me. It's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxon's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
He seems like he's pretty set on him getting killed. Well, if I refuse, I could just... I'll just try to refuse.
I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
Losing a friend, Max is wrong. Cards about. Probably losing a friend or Max is wrong. No, yeah, I refuse. But I'm gonna say
You're
this.
the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
For sure. I didn't know it. Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna end like that. I didn't know it was gonna be an option to do that, but I'll always try to talk my way out of some. So he's gonna do that, and I'm I'm gonna report back.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
Oh
It's
wow.
not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far.
It's like
Look around you,
913.
Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced
914, something
man's
like that.
restraint.
915.
They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of the laboratory.
This guy's all
And some of my
fucking
memories
crazy.
aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's
Yeah, he
too
was
late
pretty
for that now.
hell-bent on
The Institute has foolishly chosen
being
to
in the
grant you
Brotherhood.
life.
Yeah, McKelly.
You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
I kind of want to... Yeah.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Okay, there we go. We got the, but yeah, McKelly, I got the charisma thing, so it's all good. I mean, he has saved lives. You won't lose both of us, because I'm honestly just playing this for the
I
trophy.
don't appreciate being ignored, Knight.
Trust and respect.
If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Pridwin Night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
For sure, dude. Get the fuck out of here already.
Hey.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
That'd be good.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Oh shit. So he came all the way out here. Landed right here. He obviously didn't believe me or something.
Sad Victorium, sister.
Reporting as ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come first.
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified...
Is he in one of the DLCs or is he in... Because there's the Operation Anchorage, the...
Ad Victorium, Paladin.
The, what do you call it? Then there's the Brotherhood of Steel one, like the...
Communications array
with an extension of... whatever you call it. In the main quest.
Stands not.
Proximity sensors green. Getting a 3-second ping back.
Well,
I'm too busy to speak right now.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
alright.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat, the Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now,
Fallout 3 was amazing. I just hope, like, there's a ton of content in this game, but I just hope all the DLC that comes with it is like Fallout 3's DLC or New Vegas's DLC, where you go to like different places, or you maybe not go to different places, but I just hope it's as good and quality as the as Fallout 3 was.
We do to their organization.
Hit them before they hit us. I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership.
What's up, Carlos?
Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Priority killers.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the
This is so weird, like, this is so weird going... Wait. Okay, Swiggles, have a good night. I'm gonna be streaming this for a while, like other stuff too, so, well, Fallout, but other factions and all that shit. But this is so weird.
Strategic calculations that are much more efficient.
Playing like I did play up to the Institute, up to that point, and then having all the factions like me, and then creating separate saves, and then going back and seeing what's gonna happen. I mean, I've only seen the Brotherhood so far, but it's just weird. It's cool.
Than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Alright. I already have this from...
Try and get Pam back here in one piece, okay?
I already have this from, doing railroad shit. I don't want to do that. Here, this one. Also, oh yeah, now here the quest failing because now I've chosen something else. I don't think I need any more ammo, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go right to it.
Your promotion was well deserved.
Oh, I thank you. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't have a good amount of ammo. Yeah, so well, I never noticed that symbol right on there on the wall.
I understand how you
it's the Institute for the Railroad. Damn. All stuff. Alright. This is the Brotherhood run through. Look at that. This is the Fallout 3 thing. I remember this one. I should have grabbed Nance's power armor before I went. I don't need it, whatever, fuck it. Oh shit, it wants me to go. Wait, is this the church? This is the railroad thing. Wait. Damn, it wants me to go right into the railroad. Alright. Because I just want to see how all these factions play out. How different they are, really. Or are these enemies? A Brotherhood. Or wonder if I see that Desdemona chick. Like she's the leader of the Oh, there's the doctor I just killed. But the leader of the railroad, I wonder. What do you have on? Holy fuck, dude. I guess I'll grab some of that shit. Don't really need it. Oops. What was that? Oh, that was, yeah, railroad.
Railroad will never die.
For sure, but... So I'm gonna do stuff on here. Let me see. I don't even know what to do, really. I don't really care what I do, because I'm just gonna reload something else. That's just radiation, one's not. What do I do? I don't even know what to do. You could just do find more ammunition, why not, I guess. I don't really care. Oh shit, bro. That was terrible aim.
Area secure.
Pretty sure I've already went through most of it, but just in case, I'm just gonna do this. Psycho glove. Restock that. let me go to get some medics up in here. Some tats. I think I'm good. I'm doing really good right here. Fuck. Yeah. I'll just use, I guess I just shotgun. Oh.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir.
Okay.
I will die for the cause.
Actually, shit. Kill Glory. Oh, it's a synth to your Tom Deacon. But Deacon, that doesn't even make sense. It's like a loophole in this whole thing. Deacon I sent to Sanctuary, even on this save. So that doesn't make sense. But yeah, kill everybody. Kill the railroad, I guess. We'll come back here.
Something's out there.
Kill you if we have to.
What the?
Just leave.
They can't hide from us.
Fuck off. Alright. Now time to kill the people in charge here.
Thought I saw something. Matter of time.
Oh shit, she has a fucking...
Matter of time.
Sam, I'm coming home.
I'll take what you got.
Keep your head down.
This person just shooting at me. I'm too drugged up to feel those bullets. Let's kill the last person. Deacon, hello. Yep, the last one. Nothing in the first aid. Helpful. Now what?
Pam.
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
Impossible? Okay, well. Wait, what? So, wait, what do I do? Or destroy her. What? I killed everybody. I killed everybody else.
Intruder countermeasures active.
But wait.
This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Pickpocket. I don't think I can. I don't know if I doubt I have a holotape that's gonna do that. I know it would be. I know they want me to bring her back. Oh, decryption program. There we go. Is this it? Yes. Okay, that doesn't have anything really. 'cause he's getting whatever, and I just have to report back. Damn, we just destroyed the whole railroad.
Goddamn railroad scum. I hope you burn those synth lovers to the ground. When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the...
Yes, I did all that.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Nope.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly what they got.
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Alright. Yeah, I think, I don't know, the Brotherhood gave out a lot more XP. And probably a lot of future XP and stuff like that, but... no, I'm just gonna go with, I'm going with who I was gonna go with in the first place. I could always go, oh.
Gonna try to filter it out.
That guy disappeared. There's a guy standing right here. So I can disappear. But I'm gonna go with the Institute. Just because I want to. Whether it gives me good XP or not, I'll go for it.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
Actually, I'll be right back though. Like a few minutes, hold on real quick. I'll be back.
look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sorry you had to be the one to handle the dirty work. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some
Good
kind of an
looks,
inventor.
yeah, right.
Dreamed up all
It's a
sorts
joke.
of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
Whatever you want to do.
It's your funeral.
Well, with a big bad soldier like you watching my back, that's not gonna happen now, is it? Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the mass fusion
Rather
tower.
just do it myself.
Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
I'm proud to be serving. And enough of lying.
Tegan.
Heard you cleaned house over at Railroad HQ. Could probably use some fresh supplies.
I'll take a look.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
I'm sure. What does my dumb helmet do? Nothing. Grab that from you. Give that too. You really don't have many or much ammo, do you? Where's the paladin dances? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, fuck, power
I
armor.
heard you hunted down paladin dance.
One sec. Where? Yeah, just to make sure.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough. Never could get used to flying in these things. engage. Damn synths are crawling all over the place. Thin them out before we drop. Above the roof so you can bail out. Go! See you on the roof, Paladin. The agitator anywhere. Must have been moved. That's it. Moved. Let's check out that terminal over there. Found the key card. Good. Now we can get that elevator running.
Going down.
advise. Someone present. Hostile sensor reading detected.
Yeah. Target down. Area secure. Sentry. Please stop. Hold back. Weapons full. I swear. Let me neutralize. Bring it!
Detonating explosive charge.
Damn it! They've knocked out the power to the elevators.
Movement detected. Curious. Sensors appear on target as
It would appear my target has disappeared.
I'm in. That ought to do it.
There, that's done it.
Got it.
We could always drop through here. Might not be as cushy as an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction. Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor. The reactor's interlocks must still be active. You need to find a way to turn them off.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
That's funny. I seem to remember having to talk you into letting me come along. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do. Well, this is it. Moment of truth. We've pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into its navigational processor. As soon...
Yeah, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more in like a few hours or something like that to finish this off, because this quest, I think, I'm getting to the end of the Brotherhood, and then I'm gonna start the Railroad, and I'm gonna finish it off with the Institute and the end of the game. So, but yeah, I'm gonna finish it off here for this one, and it'll just probably be 2 parts. So yeah, but definitely in a few hours or a little later, like in the morning or something.